Guys, welcome to Dream Create Shine, where you dream it, we create it. I'm Miss Sunshine, and today we're going to show you a quick tutorial on how to do a milk bath tumbler. I looked for a video online on YouTube to come up with the technique. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a tumbler one. I was only able to find one that had on nails, so I kind of took what they did and kind of got the gist of it and came up with my own. So we all know that there's trial and error, and if this is your first time doing a tumbler, believe me, even with experience, you need to look for tutorials, right? So this is my first one. I'm not disappointed in it. Like I said, you can't literally mess up a tumbler, and if you do, believe me, you can strip it, okay? But what I didn't like about it is that you really couldn't see the flowers like the customer wanted the flowers to be shown. I like it. I am going to decal it and probably either use it for myself or put it on my Etsy shop as a one-of-a-kind. Not sure yet of what I want to do, but with this cup, I'll tell you how I did this cup really quickly. I spray painted it white. I put a layer of epoxy down. Once it got thicker, I put the flowers down. And then once that epoxy dried, I mixed alcohol ink into the epoxy, and it did not give it the bath effect. So I did that step again, which made it give it a more of a bath effect. So I said, okay, well, let me change it. But like I said, it's not like I don't like this cup. I love this cup, decaling it. But the customer didn't want to see the flowers a little bit more. So with that being said, I came up with a technique that I actually like and a technique that I will be using. So you will need a prepped 20 ounce or any size, 20 ounce or wine, you pick the size, tumbler. You will need to prep it. Stay tuned, I will be showing you a video on how to prep a cup. But today we're just gonna stick with the tutorial purposes, real quick and simple. So I prepped the cup, spray painted it white, let it dry, and then after that I mixed alcohol ink, white alcohol ink, into my epoxy. I had about 15 and 15. So 15 of A, 15 of B, mix it together. It's about 30. I did have extra, so I don't want to, it's better to have more than less. I was able to use the extra epoxy that I have for a mold. So if you have more epoxy left over, don't waste it. Use it for molds. Molds come in handy. And the dried flowers, I got mine off of Amazon. So you take the 20 ounce or any size, like I said, spray paint it white, and once that dries, you will mix the alcohol ink into your epoxy. That's actually mixed. Make sure you mix it. Make sure you mix it correctly. And you put the epoxy with the alcohol ink onto the tumbler. Once the epoxy is on the tumbler, you want to let it go around for maybe about 15 to 20 minutes. Best way I can explain it is if you tape off your tumbler, you kind of know when to take off the tape. If you don't know, then you'll learn. This is really a growing process to figure this all out, right? Comment below if you have another way of doing it, but this is what worked for me, and I, as well as my customer, loves their Mother's Day tumbler. It says, her children rise up and call her blessed, and it says mother. So once the alcohol ink with the epoxy is on the tumbler, you're gonna let it sit for a bit, and then you'll start placing the flowers where you want them to place. And you'll see that the epoxy, it kind of goes into the epoxy. Kind of hard to explain, I know. But you'll see that it starts to sit into it and soak it up. And then you can give it a gist of your heat gun. Now, that's all I did to achieve this effect. No actual another step. And if you see the difference of these cups, not saying that they're not different, because they are, but to see it better on this one, to see it on this one as, I don't know how to explain it. Love both of them though. So just start somewhere. So once the epoxy has dried, I put on the decal with vinyl. The red is red vinyl. I cut out mother and I cut out the saying. And once this saying and the mother was cut out, after the epoxy had been dried and cured, I put on this the saying and then put another layer of epoxy on, and now it's ready to go. Comment down below on which one you like. Like I said, both of them I like, but I just feel like this is, you don't see it as much, if that makes sense. I like them in their own uniqueness. So let me know which one you like, or let me know what you found that worked. And hit the bell for notifications so you can find out how to prep a cup later. Thank you.